Well, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today's the day. I'm going to try welding this beast in. And I probably won't get it all done today because like I said in the last video, I'm going to stitch it cold. I'm going to weld a little bit and then just leave it. So I'll do like 2 or 3 small welds here and there and then walk away from it for a half hour and just let it cool. And never want it to get really any more than, 80, 90 degrees while you're working it. So, I mean, it will localized, but the whole thing, just keep it pretty much normal temperature. And yeah, so this old girl here is a good welder. I haven't used it in over a year, I think. And that's got bumped. That needs to be down around the 2. This is frigged up, that switch right there. And it's wicked sensitive. I may go and try to weld with it right now, and it may just, go right wild, or it may be cold. And you go back and you just wiggle it, and all of a sudden it'll be just right. So, anyway, we'll see what it does. Let's see what she does. Good old used rod, no sense to waste a new one. It's gonna weld too cold. I moved it about a 1/16. We'll see what it does. Still not quite hot enough, but it's almost there. More heat. Beautiful. Come over here, give it one little spot, and we'll leave it for a half hour. Not welding too bad. That first one's frigged up. Once I get, I'll start right here and weld off of it. I'll probably grind a little in there and get rid of that. But yeah, probably 150 degrees, 140. And this one here is cold already. Now when there's cold, I can hang right onto it. But I'm gonna wait, let it normalize, get the heat out of this. Just let it dissipate. Then I'll come back and I'll just keep working off of that. Like I say, as long as you keep that clean and don't use too much heat. It takes a lot of time because you have to keep starting and stopping, but you can weld up stuff and not have any cracks. Had a guy, I took a John Deere H block to him. And that guy took that and he's, oh no, I weld cold. And I'm like, okay. He says, I'll weld right from the bottom right to the top. He said, never stop. Okay. And I don't know what he had for rod. But he went right from the bottom, did about a 4-inch weld, And immediately, he knocked the slag off of it, and he takes about a 350-degree crayon, and he melts it right onto the weld. And he says, that'll all go into that. And he says, any leaks, cracks, whatever that develop, he said, that seals it. And he says, you never have a problem. He said, that gets hotter than hell, he said, and no temperature that the engine's gonna reach is ever gonna melt it out. It's there for life. He said, you don't have to worry about them hairline cracks. Well, you do if you after strength. But that guy had a point. He had it figured out. You know, weld it right along and yeah, throw a crayon to it. But I've never done that. I like to go slow. Anyway, I'll bring it back later this afternoon, show you what we got done. That's how it goes. Slowly but surely. Give that about 5-6 minutes to cool. Make sure you can put your hand right on it. Yeah, you almost, you know, you can hold it right there, so there's not a lot of heat in it. That's the whole secret. You never really let it get hot. That will dissipate out in about 5 minutes. We can go another time. And then after 2 welds, you'll have to let it set for maybe 15 minutes. But yeah, nothing to it. Well, we're working this last little bit off. It actually went up and down on the whole thing except for about 30 thousandths. But right here has got a lot of weld, and I'm afraid that if I drop down onto it, it'll break the carbide. So I'm just gonna go through and slice easy. That last one was a heavy cut, but now I gotta go light. We'll go about 10 thousandths to a pass. When you weld this cast iron, it gets hard. Let's see how much this thing is out of level. Oh, that ain't more than a 5,000th step. I'm gonna quit right there. Shut that off. So yeah, that ain't bad. You just barely feel that. A little bit of sealer will take care of that. Take a file around that and cut this off. Yeah, I think we did good. We'll go see if she fits here in a few minutes after I deburr it. Well, we got her in place. Nothing a gasket won't handle, except this spot right here. What I'm going to do, I'll grind this out and get it real clean, and I'll put probably some Bondo in there. Fill this up flush. And then when I get this ground off, I'll just kind of round it right in. Of course, this down here I still got to grind off. But that's pretty much how it's going to look. I got to take this point off right here. But yeah, everything else gonna fit right on there good. So it is possible to cut one of those first reductions, and that's a piece of 3/8 plate. It was actually 3.5 by 3/8, and you know, I just cut a piece off and then I milled off what was proud. So I had to mill off a 1/2 inch, but anyway, that's all right. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Yeah, so anyway, we're gonna end this video here. You know, it was a success, and pretty happy with that. Now I can tape that off, and I got something there that I know is permanent, and I can grind to it, and it'll all be good. I probably won't do any of the video and of the grinding. I'll probably work on that tomorrow morning maybe, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. Anyway, hope everybody's doing good. This is coming great. And yeah, keep safe everybody, and we'll see you on the next one.